So it's the 16th of January. Pups are 14 weeks old tomorrow, and I'm just giving a little bit of exercise and really an update onto where we are. So I've kept 4 puppies: Hillary, Ping, Brian and Sherpa. Of the whole litter, I only really didn't want to keep Poppy. She really wasn't a dog for me. She was very much like a mother, overly reactive at everything, and didn't really recover from anything that spooked her very quickly at all. So she wasn't a dog that I was particularly interested in. Any of the others I would have kept, but of course having 6 pups is quite time consuming. So as you can see, I've kept 4 pups, even though there are only 3 here. They're 14 weeks old tomorrow, all doing very well, but I thought it's about time we had an update, and I started discussing how the training is going and what I've been doing. Softy! Softy, come up! As you can see, the sound of my voice brings all the puppies back. The lurcher, not so much. He's got his own agenda. He's time framing the calendar rather than seconds on a stopwatch. Softy! Come up! Let's go! So we've got the 3 puppies here. I've kept Sherpa separate from them because they he started attacking first Hillary and then Brian, and now he's having a go at Ping. So Sherpa is run separate to the other 3 pups because he's a bit of a liability at times. Well, not at times, all the bloody time. Well, the 4 of them walk comfortably on the lead, and they're all crate trained. So all going well from that perspective. I thought it's probably about time I started doing some videos of what the pups are up to now and how I'm going to train them in the coming days. All of them are nice, confident pups, all have different characteristics. 3 are dedicated sheepdogs. 1 little Hillary, I'm going to have him, I mean, if he turns out to be a sheepdog, all well and good, but the main focus on him is to teach him to be a nice, well-behaved, obedient pet. So there'll be some training towards pet dogs, and also once the pups are that little bit older, more sheepdog style training, and hopefully I'll get better at it at the moment. In the moment I'll get better at it as I go along. Got enough dogs to practice on. I'm in the process of breeding some Hebridean lambs that I'll get well dogged using Brad over there and Joe up there, so they'll help me calm the sheep down, get them used to dogs. And then the puppies, Brian, Ping and Sherpa, who you won't see at the moment. Sherpa took to attacking Hillary a month or so ago, absolutely viciously, no quarter given. It was horrible to poor old Hillary, and then a little bit after that he started being equally horrible to Brian. So I've decided to keep Sherpa separate from the puppies, although he's quite happy to run with the larger dogs, and quite recently he's also started attacking his sister, though she does wind him up and probably deserves what she gets. Temperament wise, we've got Hillary, who is really quite steady, Ping, who's a real firecracker, nice and confident, sharp as a knife, keen as mustard, very active, interactive little dog. We've also got Brian there, slightly stockier, happy-go-lucky, lacks a little bit in confidence compared to the others, but a nice dog, a genuinely nice dog. when I take them out for a walk on the lead, they all respond slightly different to the traffic. Ping tends to ignore them once she's calmed down. Hillary is generally oblivious. Brian wants to chase them, and Sherpa just lies down on the floor, watches them go, stalks them a bit, and then relaxes till the next car comes. And it's the same thing, lie down, watch it go, stalk it. Whether these are traits going to be useful in training them as sheepdogs, only time will tell. But here's the older dogs, 3 of the pups, and I'm just going to put the pups away so I can give Sherpa a bit of a run. Come on, kids! Here we've got Sherpa, horrible with his siblings, but obviously really nice with the older dogs. He knows his place. Whereas between him and his siblings, I mean, he was the first born, probably the most dominant puppy, first to explore, first to do this, first to do that. So he probably sees himself as the alpha puppy within that litter, and as the puppies grew, he just became horrible, attacking them viciously. But as you can see, it's fine with the older dogs. I suppose the danger would be if he was a bit aggressive with his siblings, you would not keep introducing him with other dogs, which would obviously just make everything worse. I'm lucky that I've got lots of dogs for him to run with, so he's still getting the chance to socialise with other dogs and be put in his place when he gets a little bit chopsy. He's just horrible at the moment with his siblings. Teddy, what are you doing? So the first thing I needed to teach the puppies after lead walking and crate training is to come back when I call them. So I'll show you how I carried out this in a subsequent video, and I've got the pups out one at a time. But basically it was just getting the dogs to accept treats. First instance, I'd throw tasty morsels on the floor and the puppies would gobble them up, feeding competitively, and then I'd throw a couple on the floor and let them come and get the rest out of my hand, till they would quite cheerfully come and get a tasty treat out of my hand eagerly. So once they were doing this, I rewarded them just for no reason other than they'd come up to me and show attention, and I'd give them the treat. So promoting them to understand that engaging with me, giving me some attention, got them the treat. Along the way, I'm also, when feeding them and giving them treats, making a sound. It's lovely. Let's wait for that helicopter to go. So in the early days I just made a sound along the lines of pop, 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 and the dogs would come to me for their food or for a little treat. So when I'm walking them now, should I say something, they eagerly turn their attention to me and run over to get a treat. Over the next few days, next few sessions, intervening weeks, I will make that random puppy sound into a recognisable command for all good sheepdog trainers, which will be "that'll do." So from going just treats for no reason, treats for showing me attention, treats for pop pop pop, and then it'll be treats for "that'll do." Now, because I've got so many dogs, I will always hope they will learn their own name, so I can call one and it will listen to me ahead of the others. Ted! Teddy! That'll do! So they're all coming back, but Ted knows it's specifically for him, so he comes over as fast as stretches his little legs will carry him for a treat. And the pups are starting to learn that. I give them their name, followed by the that'll-do sound, and they start coming back towards me for reward. Well, as I said, once I get round to it, hopefully finding time is a difficult thing at the moment with one thing and another, but I will demonstrate with the pups on their own how the sounds and the actions all work together to create a fairly fast recall, initially with no distractions. Ted, that'll do! And then whatever they're doing to come over. Oh boy. Menna, that'll do! Good girl, man. It's always the trouble when you've got so many dogs. Always best to try and train your dogs on their own. Men! That'll do! So she knew she was running off, she's come back. Good girl, men. Good girl. That'll do, man. There we go. Good job. So that's where we're at. 14 weeks tomorrow. All pups doing well, and we'll actually start sheep introduction tomorrow, weather permitting. I'll be able to show you how the 4 of them cope on the sheep. And that's it. So, till next time.